Why is it bending? Look, I know, the part is bending. You're just gonna have to not look at it, and we'll be okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah, just don't think about it. I accidentally
Don't think.
minimized the window and it fucked up.
Oh. Uh-oh.
We're fine. We're fine.
We're fine. We're good. We're good. We're back. We're back. But I need to update it because I found
Are
some
you
more
serious?
tools.
It has to be the front?
Aw.
Can
Well, that's
I?
silly. If it's too much trouble, we've kind of shown off, that it's moving and everything, if you want to go back to just the reactive image.
But I like it.
Okay, we'll stay.
I think I have solved it.
Nice.
Fuck. I do like having so many assets on my screen, but I also don't. Because it's like
I know
trying
what you
to...
mean.
It wants to make you click everything else instead of what you want to click. And I have so many things, I don't want to scroll through them all. My other scenes are better organized, I promise. Okay, so let's get this restarted properly. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
All right,
What you like to go by, pronouns?
Again. My name online. I love this stream. And my name online is CalmThrill. So anywhere you want to look for that, you can type it in, and it's probably going to be me. You'll probably know because it'll be something Bionicle related on there. I go by he, him, and the gimmick, I guess you could call it my gimmick, is that I'm a Bionicle streamer pretty much. Made this model based on a character that I came up with in like 2006. And just updated over the years, and it's kind of become my online persona.
I mean, that makes sense. So what platforms are you on?
My streaming stuff is on Twitch, and then obviously twitch.tv/CalmThrill, and then I upload all of my VODs up to YouTube under the same name for people to go look at. So recently we've been doing pretty regular streams with Medica, which you know, and another Bionicle streamer, Captain Geo, and we've been playing Borderlands 2, which is kind of why I was talking about it in chat before we came in here.
That makes sense. Yeah, Pink Seraph and Len Airhead are Bionicle fans. Howdy, howdy, P-Dork. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Bionicle fans.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of Bionicle fans, it turns out.
It's like you can say it. So all you have to do is say Bionicle, and every single one of them is summoned to your location. They will find you.
It's just how that goes, it seems.
How it goes. We like our niche little fandom, and everyone knows each other to some extent.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That's how it goes with niche communities.
When you're small enough, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So, do you go by any nicknames?
Usually, like what you've been calling me is Calm. People just shorthand to Calm or Thrill. I kind of prefer Calm because it sounds like I'm using a first name instead of a last name.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did see on your Twitter bio you have codename Nova.
That is technically this character's name. I don't know how I feel about going by the character name over my online handle that I've been using for 10-something years.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I continue just using the online handle instead of the character's name. So, but yes, the character's name is Nova. There's lore behind it that you need to kind of know some of the Bionicle lore about to understand. Pretty much with the character type is called a Toa. Basically, you're the elemental hero. One of the original 6 from 2001 were the original Toa, and then my character is just a OC version of some of those. So,
yeah, your OC actually really reminds me of Takanuva.
I've heard that before.
I'm not surprised
because of the gold color.
The gold, yeah.
a kind of gold, bronzy color. It's called old gold, but I don't really know. Some people call it bronze. Some people just call it brown.
That's rude.
It is rude.
Brown is just dark orange.
And the other fun part, I may have to send you a picture if you want to see, or if anyone else wants to see. There's a physical build of my model too. So I have an action figure of myself.
Oh, lucky. I don't have any like physical media of my VTuber. I have one commission I've gotten.
So yeah, I've kind of just been handling this all by myself, for better or worse.
That's kind of how it goes as you're starting out as a smaller streamer.
I've been at it for a few years. I don't do well at the promotion part, and I don't really have a big desire to push it and become huge like a lot of the famous people. I'm just happy with doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're just vibing, enjoying what you're doing.
Vibing, having fun. My friends like it, and then every once in a while people pop in and see, oh my goodness, it's a Bionicle moving around on my screen. 5-year-old me is so happy now.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you happen to have a catchphrase?
I do not have a catchphrase. Actually, usually my catchphrase is "oh no" because something goes wrong, and as you can tell, I show up on the stream and something goes wrong.
What? No way. This stream has had no scuff.
It makes it better. It makes it more memorable. So you're going to remember now the Bionicle shows up and everything breaks. And that's how you remember what happened.
But you're Bionicle, not Mega Bloks.
Oh, you're right.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. I will say Mega Bloks have gotten a little bit better in the past few years, especially their Halo line. But that's
I do not deny that. I actually really like the Halo line stuff. Yeah.
Everything else is just still like their cheaper plastic going on. So
yeah, that's kind of what I associated them with. You did talk a little bit about your aesthetic and lore. Do you want to add any more context to that or any details?
Let me see here. If I went into that, we would be here for like an hour. So, the brief side of it for the lore part,
like bullet points.
Where I am, yeah, plot points. Okay, so 15 years of story, narrowed down into 2 seconds. Nova is a prototype Toa built before all the other ones to test out kind of the platform. Because technically the Toa are artificial beings, biomechanical artificial beings, and he was one of the prototypes before the first ones were built. Was reactivated after the story finished, technically, and continued on with my extension of the story. So that's kind of it.
Okay, fuck, you got a new fan. I'm gonna find like more shit of yours. I got look at
I still need to write it all down, but now you're getting me into the mood to write every single bit of it down.
Book when?
Book when?
Yeah, book when?
You can fund it on Patreon that I don't have. So yeah, that's how we get a book around. I get time, I get a new job, or I get more time, and then
yeah, I am a real artist, so I got a Patreon myself. I should actually do like exclusives for that, but I'm like,
It's just a lot of work, and it's a lot of work that I don't have a lot of time for with real life.
So much work
going on.
Hey, vibes. What kind of audience do you want to reach?
Kind of the same vibe that I have when I'm streaming, just like chill people and people having fun and
no way, the calm streamer wants a chill community.
The calm streamer wants a calm stream. Who would have thought? And then we have our thrilling moments, like last night we played Destiny 2 and I beat a raid that I've never done. That was pretty exciting whenever the rest of my team went, wow, that's the most damage we've ever done to the boss.
Jeez.
But but we get those thrilling moments like that that makes people that keeps people around. But yeah, I like having the calm stream, just chilling out, having fun, and keep that vibe, and then tap into the nostalgia and find more people that like what I like. So
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
we find more Bionicle people and get them on there. There's a few Bionicle VTubers, and we've been kind of collabing and talking and just trading ideas of things to do on streams. So
Well, that's
pretty
good
fun.
that you're networking.
hmm It's staying small though, but I like it better that way sometimes. It keeps it
It
more
definitely
focused.
makes it a lot easier to coordinate.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
It
like,
keeps
I've
me.
been in, like, some 7 people collabs. Holy shit, those are hard to organize sometimes.
I have done that twice. I have a few friends, and then we end up playing golf with friends or Among Us, and then there's like 10 people in here, and I I don't even have a chance to talk at any point. I'm just a floating head on a screen.
Love the stream. Thank you.
Well, thank you. You missed this. You missed the scuff.
Yeah.
The scuff makes it
Unfortunately,
better.
you missed all the scuff. Took like
Unfortunately.
took like 15 minutes for us to actually get the shit started, and then Calm was muted for it. Oh.
Look, it happens. It happens to the best of us,
So
and
what
I'm
in
not the best.
hmm?
It happens to the best of us, and I'm not the best.
Really? You're not the best? Look at your model. It looks
I don't. I need.
great.
I thank you so much. If you want to go and build Bionicles yourself, there's a fun program called stud.io. You can find it on bricklink.com. And they basically have like the entire Lego library of parts, including almost all of the Bionicle parts. And any that you don't have, the fans have made. So you can go and download add-on packs to get all of the parts. Um, so yeah, if you want to go and build Bionicles like you're 6 again, then you can do that. Super
Hmm.
easy, and that's how I made this.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Mhm,
That is worth checking out. Sure.
mhm.
So, what inspired you to start streaming?
I've told people this, and I've gotten mixed reactions based on how serious people are about streaming. Um, so if this makes anyone feel bad, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you feel bad. But this entirely started as a joke.
Oh, yeah?
Um, I was talking with a few friends, and they know that I'm super into Bionicle, and I was showing them that program I was just talking about. And I just offhand mentioned one day that, oh, I could make like a VTuber model out of this, and that'd be fun. And I got a resounding, do it. And I made a Twitter post about it, and a few other friends liked it. So here I am, working in my free time, trying to figure out this program and figure out how to convert it over in Unity and everything to get it to work. And it took like 6 months for me to get it to work.
Oh,
But I finally
jeez.
figured it out. I figured it all out from someone who had no no knowledge of 3D modeling and rigging to at least something that moves.
My
I
God, it's
feel impressed
so
by myself.
rare to meet other VTubers that use 3D models that aren't
Mhm.
Vroids. Like, I
Yeah.
used to use a Vroid, but my current one is a model from Koikatsu.
Mhm.
That I didn't even export this model out of that game into making it into a VTuber. My
Mhm.
friend did it for me because they knew how to do it. They did it themselves. And they were like, hey,
Right.
do you want that for your VTuber? I was like, fuck yeah.
You have some nice friends if they're gonna do that for you.
I really do. Shout out to my boys and. Excuse me. So, how long have you been creating content? You said you've been doing it for at least a few years?
I've been doing it off and on. Before I did like the VTuber thing, I was kind of just making some funny video game clips or whatever. Of just whatever me and my friends happened to be doing. None of it
Okay.
really took off, but I would just post it to Reddit or Tumblr or Twitter or something and get a few views and people would laugh and that was
Yeah, doing
kind
it
of
to
it.
make you and your friends laugh.
basically doing it to make me and my friends happy, and if someone else laughed at it, then
And
great,
pog.
great. I succeeded that day. Applause to me. We're done. Uh,
You win the internet. I know that
I
feeling.
won today. I made someone happy. That's all I care about.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like
Mhm.
even with the not having too many people in my chats when I'm recording any segments or stuff, and like you can go through my videos and see the segments I'm recording when there is nobody in chat, and I'm just still going because I
You're just
know.
talking to yourself, just trying
Yeah,
to.
I'm basically talking to myself. I'm not
Mhm.
actually paying attention to the stream itself where I'm seeing the chat box just empty. I do have a chat program so that I can see when people are chatting,
Mhm.
but I'm not doing this specifically for the live views. I'm doing this to set up videos for
Mhm.
future viewers.
And that's something I think I need to do. I need to kind of work on that part of it because that's why I that's kind of the one thing that I do is if I don't have someone to stream with, I just don't have like a huge gumption to just stream by myself because I know my chat's only going to have like one or two people in it, and those one or two people I could be in a voice chat with anyway.
Yeah,
So
I get that.
it yeah,
I
but
I
then
have a
I
lot of
end up
friends that are like that too, and they're trying to really find their niche of how they want to make their content, how they can promote that content, that kind of thing.
mhm.
For me, I've
So
fallen into like discussion pieces, react pieces, which is great YouTube content,
excellent. People can come in and comment along with you, but
but
at
it's
a
not
different point in time.
necessary for my content.
Mhm.
Gotham. Okay, so what kind of content do you want to do more of?
Um, I found this one niche of videos that seemed to be really popular. People ended up going back and watching it a lot. Was where people would send me pictures of their own builds, like their own Lego Bionicle builds, and I'd go through and like talk about them. And
Ooh,
people seem to really enjoy that because they like to get feedback, like direct feedback from someone on what they've done.
yeah, especially when they
And
see somebody with like, hey, that person
mhm,
has a cool design for their
mhm,
Bionicle. Do they think my
yeah,
Bionicle is cool? They do?
exactly. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
and then yeah, people really enjoyed that. So I'd love to do more of that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that would definitely be also great for that YouTube stuff to get people able to get an idea of your streams
mhm,
even when you're not live. Because as a
exactly.
streamer, obviously you do want more people joining while you're live, but
Mhm,
while you're live, it's only a limited amount of time that you can actually pull people in.
exactly. On those videos, and that's where that video got popular because all the people that were featured, none of them made it to the chat that day because I can't
Life gets in
schedule
the
like
way.
30 something people.
A lot of people are working or they just
Mhm.
maybe they happen to have a birthday party they gotta go to that they've already been planning when they saw your announcement. Oh, I can't catch the live stream. I can catch the VOD after. Awesome.
Time zones exist.
Yeah, time zones are
Yeah.
awful.
Mhm. And then they went back and were able to see the video because I was able to, like, catch them in the thread or whatever, and then post the link to the video, and they could go watch it, and people were super excited that they got shown on on a video. So I'd like to do more of that. I might start putting out, like, tags into the Twitter and go back to Tumblr and all that to grab people and then be able to
Maybe even
to
check
do
out
videos.
vtubers.me.
Yeah, I can do that.
It's an up and coming platform. Interesting
Mhm.
enough. Though it seems like right now it's mostly just content creators on there, but
Yeah.
it is open to fans as well.
Well, it's mostly the people who are trying to use it setting it up right now, I imagine, at least.
Yeah, I think it only launched like a month or so ago.
Yeah, I just started seeing it with a few people. Excuse me, a few people promoting it here recently.
Yeah, I'm on it
Um,
now. I think they've got, what, 5,000 members last I checked a few days ago?
mhm.
But what kind of
And that,
content would you want to do less of or move away from?
um, that's really hard to say because I'm kind of happy with what I'm doing right now. It's just adding on to it with like what I was saying, being able to do stuff just by myself, and then doing more of that, like showing off other people's stuff. There's nothing I'm really not happy with that I'm doing at the moment, so I kind of don't really have an answer for that question.
Okay, then how about a rephrasing?
Mhm.
Have you had any content requests that you would not really want to do?
Oh, let me see. I'm trying to think here if I had anything that could fit that. Um, I have had where people, and you've probably had this too, where people just end up jumping into my DMs and being like, "Let's stream together," and then try to set it up, and then they're super rude. That's the biggest problem is rude people just like jumping into my DMs and messaging me stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's a
Mhm.
friend of mine that I've actually had conversations with a few times, or
Mhm.
more than a few times, and they're like, hey, I'm going live. Do you want to hang out? Yeah, I'll hang out.
Yeah,
I don't care.
love
But
to
if
do
it's
that.
somebody that I've never really interacted with,
Mhm.
and I just kind of followed them on Twitter because they had an interesting profile, and they're like,
Mhm.
hey, we should collab together. We should stream together. It's like,
Mhm.
but what kind of content do you actually do? What would we do together?
Well, here
I don't know. Let's play
I
Valorant.
wanna
I don't
I
play
wanna collab
Valorant.
with you. I wanna collab with you, but you have to come up with everything, and you have to set a time and a day and the game that we're playing or whatever we're doing.
Yeah,
Uh,
no.
yeah. Yeah, that's the big part of it is people wanting to collab, but then they don't wanna put any effort behind it.
Yeah, there are definitely people that are
Mhm.
like that, and then gets frustrating.
Yeah.
Um, do you have a goal with your platform?
Kind of what I've talked about where it's just to make people happy. But like every other streamer, I do have the little goal of trying to get as big as I can and have fun with it and everything.
It's your collab, frickin'
Have
figure it out,
basically do
fam.
that.
True
Yeah,
pink.
exactly. If you're gonna suggest it, have at least like an idea behind it before you come in and go, let's collab.
Yeah, like whenever I do approach someone for a
Mhm.
collaboration, I'm like, it's either going to be, I want to actually discuss our disagreements of
Mhm.
opinions, or I want to interview you, or
Mhm.
you seem fun. Would you be interested in playing this game with me? Though I
Mhm.
haven't really asked anybody to play games with me because
Mhm.
I've been more focused on chatting streams.
Mhm. And that's like I can bring up a direct example of how you set this up where you put out kind of like the open call for people to just kind of be able to ask to be interviewed.
Yeah, as like
Mhm.
an open call of who's open to getting a DM for me to
Mhm.
appear on my show. And I'm
Mhm.
terrible
Exactly.
at getting back to that. I've had it where I've had people apply to be on there or
Mhm.
be on the interviews, and then I try to find them on Twitter and I can't. So I
Mhm.
shoot them an email, hey, sorry it took me so long to get back to you. I'm still interested in having you on my show. When would you be free? And then I just
Right.
never get a response.
Mhm.
So it's like,
You
oh, okay. Well, I don't really want to delete their application because what if they do still want the
Mhm.
interview? And then at the same time, what if they've completely forgotten?
Right.
I
And
should
it's one of
ask people for a Twitter handle in that.
right. I guess in that part of it, it's like if there's a certain time frame that they don't get back to you, you just kind of, well,
Move
you
on
took
to the
too
next
long.
one.
I had to move on. So, but I can see what you're saying, where you know that they took time to to send in the application. You don't just want to immediately trash it. So
Yeah, like if somebody's taken the time to actually fill it out, I want to give them the actual chance to appear on the show.
yeah, exactly.
Contact email.
And that's the secret part. You know my real name because I use that contact email. You can at least deduce my real name.
Wait, did I? I think I had emailed you a while back, but I don't know if it, or I don't remember.
If it didn't come through.
I don't remember if I actually did email you or not, or if it was somebody else I had emailed. Hey, Pink applied again. Individual. Where were we at?
We were talking about goals. Yeah.
Yeah, what is something you wish you were taught when you first got into content creation?
Promotion. Easy question.
God, that's hard. I'm still struggling how to do that.
I feel bad because like okay, I'll see on my Twitter dashboard where other people are promoting themselves, and I'll have like 4 in a row of like retweets or whatever that they post. And it's like, okay, I don't mind, scroll past. But then if I do it, I feel bad for doing it because now I'm filling up other people's timelines with that. Who may already know me. So, and it's like, do I want to like spam 15 replies today? Makes me tired, and then I don't. So,
well, there are supporters on Twitter you can tag for retweets and stuff to promote your messaging to more people.
That is true. That is true. I need to do that more often. I've tried to, and then it happens, and I kind of forget to, and the next time.
Totally that's my fair. Bad. I forget a lot too. The internet doesn't care about my time. It's a big one for me. Yeah, the internet's a dick. You gotta get their attention, otherwise they move on.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. That's a bit of mind-blowing way to think about it. So that's I'm gonna take that from now on. The internet doesn't care about my time, so I'm not gonna care about theirs.
Yeah, you just put out the stuff that you want to see more of, and hope people agree with you and click on it.
Yep.
That's kind of what I've been doing.
Of course, it does become entertaining whenever I do pop into one of those, and then I see the first reply is like, a Bionicle? What? They exist? I forgot about that 20 years ago.
Yeah, like there are a handful of Bionicle VTubers, but there's so many people that just never really think about it, but they know of Bionicle. They've got nostalgia for it.
They have
just never considered it until they see your picture pop up.
Until they see my picture or one of the other ones, because there's like 6. There's 6 of us pretty much at this point. We can make a whole team.
Wow.
There's 6. There's me. Do you mind if I like plug some other people's chats in here or
you
other
go
people's
right
channels?
ahead.
There's me.
No problem promoting people.
On Twitter, it's VT_Geo. It's Captain Geo. He's also another Toa. We've got Beth. I'm gonna have to pull up her Twitter now. Because I don't remember the whole tag at this point.
Honestly, you can just drop them in chat if you still got the stream up.
Yeah.
I don't block links in my chat. I just assume my chatters are smart enough to not click bad links.
Yeah. We've got Lemony.
That one's which one?
Lemony. Lemony Lepid on Twitter. And I feel really bad for not remembering everyone's tags.
It happens.
We've got Beth Vinny on Twitter as well. So that's 1, 2. Who am I forgetting? 3, 4. We've got Ruku's Forge, who's one of the Matoran. And
somebody chose to be a Matoran?
I chose to be a Matoran. Yeah.
Okay.
We just wanted to be a regular guy.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that join like high fantasy settings, and then they just kind of want to be the
They
shopkeeper.
just want to be normal.
Yeah, they just
Now he
want to be a
does
human shopkeeper that engages with all these fantasy races because it's fun to them.
potion seller. Sell me your strongest potions. My potions are too strong for you, adventurer. They want to be potion seller. But yeah, let me collect all of their links and I'll drop them in chat here in a moment.
You go right ahead. I just realized my name tag is missing on the screen.
Uh-oh.
It's not the biggest deal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, fuck it for the interviews. I don't need my name tag up. Because the interviews are not about me. I only provide my insights and context as a way of relating to the person I'm interviewing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Is there a kind of content you've wanted to make or see but felt like it's too niche?
Felt like it's too niche. Well, I mean, I'm a
I
Bionicle,
know
so I
I'm
don't know if there's
asking a
anything too
Bionicle
niche for me. I'm like as niche as you can get unless I'm suddenly going to start playing like, I don't know. I'm going to start playing with Pogs on chat. I don't know. I'm sorry, that was kind of mean.
That was Pogaroonies.
It
No,
was
I
very
mean, we are both
Pogaroonie.
actually pretty niche. I know I'm a succubus. I know. But I am a pretty political streamer, and there are
Mm-hmm.
not very many political VTubers.
Yeah, people try to keep away from that part of it. They're a little scared of the controversy side, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm not.
And there's people in the scene who are really far, very far right, as I've figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's
That's
a
kind
lot,
of
and it's
why I've taken the
frightening some
content
days.
direction I have lately as a way
Yeah.
of pushing back against that narrative.
See. Oh, it kind of mushed all their links together. Oh well.
Oh well,
That's
everyone check them out.
that's
More
the other 5
Bionicles.
of the team at this point. At this point, we can make a whole Toa team and we'll be happy.
A new VTuber group starting up.
Toa Twitch, I guess.
The Bionicle Badasses.
Yeah, I like that.
What's the biggest project you're currently working on?
Ooh. Well, right now it's making new fun models. Because in the lore, I do have an entire Toa team for Nova here, and I was thinking it would be fun to, once I get affiliate, which I'm really close to be able to have like redeems on the stream or whatever, where it would switch my model between the whole team, and people could see like all sorts of other stuff that I've been
Oh, that's
making.
a really great idea.
Um,
Like having it, like 1,000 channel points or whatever,
1,000 channel
and
points to change
it'll let
model.
you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Pink. It'll let you it'll let chat fight over what model you're using as a way of incentivizing them to keep watching
Interact.
your stream
Yeah,
and interact.
exactly. And then they can fight over whoever's best boy or girl, whoever they want.
Absolutely. Like, honestly, channel points was the hardest thing for me to give up when I left the affiliate program.
Mm-hmm.
It was honestly really good, but I needed to be able to live stream to 2 different services.
Mm-hmm. I forgot that was a thing. So if you can't be affiliate if you stream to YouTube, right?
You can't stream to YouTube at the same time as you're streaming to Twitch, but you can put your VODs or clips or segments from your Twitch streams onto YouTube.
Okay.
But you gotta do that, or you can't do that for 24 hours after the end of your broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
A
if you
morning
stream, if you stream at noon till 4 p.m. and then you want to upload a clip to YouTube or TikTok, you can't until the following day at 4 p.m.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just part of the contract you sign.
Yeah. Well, that's something I'll figure out eventually.
Yeah, it's definitely worth thinking about. The affiliate program wasn't for me, but I'm not like anti-affiliate program. I support people's affiliate pushes.
It's just what you were trying to do didn't fit with what they're doing.
Yeah, my content goals are unaligned with what affiliate has to offer me on Twitch. I am actually more likely to go for YouTube partner than Twitch affiliate.
But I'm not sure on like what the requirements are for YouTube side either.
Oh, 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. I'm nowhere near that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm
I like the sound of 50 over 1,000 at this point.
Honestly,
I think I can handle that.
The affiliate program in Twitch, I'm gonna be honest, is pretty easy. Excuse me, to get into if you've got 3 dedicated friends, and then you coordinate with them when you're going to be streaming, so that you can have those average 3 viewers the entire time. And then after that, to go up to Twitch partner, it has to be 75 average viewers without raids helping you. Yeah, so like it's a big gap between affiliates and partners.
Right. And I
Again, it's just a personal choice every streamer really needs to think about when they're doing stuff. What'd you link, Pink? Did you clip in me? Oh, you linked the live stream. Thank you. If you could collaborate with any content creator, who would it be?
You, but that's obvious.
Thank you.
If I could collab with any streamer or like end up on someone else's stream, I know they have the Weary 101 with Takahata doing kind of like what we're doing now, where he just talks to people.
Yeah, Taka's really funny.
That would be like, if I hit that, it's like, I'm done. I've hit everything that I've ever wanted to do, and that's it. I'm leaving when I'm at a high point.
Hi, Mom. I made it.
Mom, I made it. I'm retiring now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get the camera.
I would just
famous person has said words to me.
I would just love to shoot the shit with Taka.
It would be so fun because it would be like, oh great, we're 2 giant nerds, and we're just gonna nerd out about something that neither of us know anything about, but we know that we're having fun, and that's it. We're just in the same room together.
Yeah, pretty much. Ah, he's a lovely person. I've met him IRL once or twice.
You have?
He's Canadian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so do you remember when Hellsing Abridged first came out?
Yes.
Episode 1. Only that came out like a month or 2 ago. I ended up going to an anime convention, and
and he was there.
Yeah, but I didn't recognize him until we were actually having a conversation.
Oh.
So it's really funny. Like, me and my friend were like, we're hungry, we're gonna go find some food. So we go downstairs to this less busy place, waiting on some burgers. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see, holy shit, somebody's cosplaying Terry Bogard. I need to get a picture. But they were at a vending machine. So I walked up to them and I'm like, hey, if this is bad timing, I'm sorry, but would you mind if I got a picture of you? And he was like, yeah, cool. No worries. Just give me a second. Puts his money into the machine and it just eats it. He doesn't get his chocolate bar. And then he's like, you know what? Puts his foot on the thing and then starts fingering the, or flipping off the vending machine. So I snapped a picture. I wish I still had it. And
Oh,
then we got to talking.
I would
And
pay
then
you
he
for
had
that
said
picture. That'd be
he was
funny.
Takahata 101. I was like, oh shit. Helsing was awesome. I hope you do well. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few years later, I ran into him again. That time he was cosplaying Loki, and I actually recognized him because I know what he looks like now.
It's like you walk up to him. It's like, you don't remember me, but I was there when you kicked that vending machine the one time.
Oh, he probably wouldn't even remember if I described
No.
the event. But I got a picture of him cosplaying as Loki, holding a balloon, being a very angry face, like a big grumpy face. But like at the second the picture was taken and my phone was going down, smile right to his face, and he's just a friendly guy.
He sounds like he'd just be like super fun to be around.
Oh,
At
barrel
all
of
times.
laughs. I didn't take up too much of his time, but he was a lot of fun to talk to.
Messing with my model here too, because if I move around too much, it ends up getting like out of whack based on where my face is. I have to reset it every once in a while.
Oh yeah, mine does that too. If I like have to get up and leave my chair and walk away
Oh,
for a bit.
you get the death stare where they just stare into the camera.
Yeah, I sometimes get the death stare, or sometimes I get this stoner stare where I'm just like looking off to the side, gazing forever. Or sometimes I do an impression of The Exorcist, where like my head
where your
starts to
body
turn
spins
upside
around.
down, and
Yeah.
then like, and then my torso starts flipping. It's like really funny sometimes.
I haven't had that problem, but I also don't have like the hand tracking.
Yeah,
thing.
I've got a program that lets me hand track.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, I paid $2 a month for this. Do you have a thumbnail for this stream? No, I just use that meme I made of myself. I may be stupid.
I may be stupid. If you want me to, if you send me a reference for that picture, I'll pose this model and make the exact same pose, and then we can be stupid together.
And that'll be the thumbnail for the interview.
And that'll be the thumbnail. You can do like the 2 speech bubbles to both of us, and that'll be the thumbnail. I may be stupid.
Perfect. I will send you my meme.
I will 1-to-1 copy it with my
yeah.
I will make that.
It's
I'll
very
make that
basic.
pose. I'll make that same pose and do that, and we can be stupid together.
Perfect. What skill has taken you the longest to improve?
Let me see here. I would if you'd asked me that a few months ago, I would have said figuring out how to 3D model. But in actuality, it's trying to be personable to a face that isn't talking back to me. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Such a hard skill. I know exactly what you mean because I'm a live streamer that's been developing that skill myself.
Because it's really weird to like, because on my stream usually there's only like 5-second delay, but I'll say something, and then I don't know, I just like lose the moment of it being funny or relevant to what's happening. And it's 5 seconds for it to get to someone, and then maybe like 20 seconds for them to type out the response if they're in chat. And it's at that point I've kind of moved on to whatever else is happening.
Yeah, like sometimes, like I love when my chatters respond. I love it, but I wish they could be more specific with their questions, like asking, "What do you mean?" Or if I'm trying to find something, "Oh, it's over to your left." But then they said that to a reaction of what happened like 30 seconds ago, so it's like impossible for me to actually figure out when I was supposed to turn left. That kind of thing. It's to your
left, but you're 3 rooms later at this point.
Yeah. It's on the ground right there. And it's
where?
I'm in the other room, but I said that before you left that, or
exactly.
Oh my god, it gets frustrating, but it can be really funny sometimes.
And that's like that's part of why I find it so hard to stream by myself because I'm just talking to nothing and hoping that I'm talking into the void and hoping the void talks back to me.
Yeah, a
And
lot of it
that's the
is
hardest part.
a lot of it's a skill of being able to get in the middle of your screen. What?
See, that's it. They're finishing our joke.
God damn it, Pink. You bitch. And now I've forgotten my thought. What was I saying?
Head empty.
Oh,
this is fun. I like this.
Yeah, like some people, when I say, "Hey, can I interview you?" They're like, "Oh shit, this is going to be super professional. I got to be fully prepared." No, we're going to have a ton of scruff. We're going to have a ton of laughs, and we're going to get to know you.
Okay, I will admit, whenever I did that, like the interview questionnaire, I was like, "Oh dang, should I actually do this? Because I'll have to be professional, and I don't know how to do that." And then I was like, I can get a vibe of how this is going to go by going and watching another stream. And I watched the one where you interviewed Medica because I know Medica, and skipped to like halfway through because that would be the point where we're at now, basically. And it immediately skipped to you two making some like dumb joke. And I was like, I have to do this now. We'd get along. We'd just be cracking jokes and being two nerds in a chat for like 2 hours or however long you want to do this.
Honestly, I haven't really had any interviews that have been like, oh my god, I'm dreading getting through all these questions. Like, can they fucking finish their thought? No, I've actually really enjoyed the conversations I've been having. There have been some people I've wanted to push back against some of the stuff they've been spreading, but I mean, the interviews are not the time or place to push back against those ideas.
And I totally get that. It's just two people having fun, or however many people you happen to be talking to at that time.
Yeah, it's a very unprofessional way to get to know various different kinds of content creators.
And just seeing how different points of view kind of change how people do things.
Yeah, and I don't push people away or kick people out of my community if they have a disagreement with me. I actually want people to disagree with me because I want to be able to challenge my thoughts or my ideas. I want to find the best one.
And that is quite possibly the best way to do it. Otherwise, you end up in an echo chamber of your own thoughts.
Absolutely. I don't want an echo chamber. And I do not provide my friends uncritical support. I offer them support, but if they say something and I think there's a part of it that's problematic, I will push back against them.
And that's called being a good friend, because you don't want your friends to be stupid in bad ways. Now, if it's funny, I might let them be stupid. But if they're going to actually like make their lives objectively worse, then I'm going to start being critical about them.
Yeah, like if I can tell they're being like hyperbolic, tongue-in-cheek, har, I'm not going to give a shit. But if I get the vibe that like they put out a tweet that does have a sense of seriousness and honesty of their feelings, I would push back, or not push back, but I would respond with how I think about it. Because I tend to think about things critically. At least I like to think I do.
Right. And that's quite possibly the smartest way to do things.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I remember that train of thought that I got distracted with, but now we're on a completely unrelated tangent.
I love this.
We were talking about how it's hard to keep a monologue going when it feels like you're talking to a wall. And the big thing about that is you gotta really develop the skill to be vocalizing your thoughts while still kind of adding a filter to that, because you are live, you've got to live within the TOS of the platform you're on, so you can't say literally the first thing that pops into your head. It's a challenging skill that not a lot of people actually think about.
Not a lot of people are thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. People need to think more.
People do need to think more.
Oh my god, some people in the VTuber community wouldn't be so prominent if their viewers had a little bit more critical thinking.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'm not here to deplatform anybody.
I'm not here to call anyone out, but yeah,
I'm not here to call anyone out.
I
But
don't.
and then I
I,
proceed to call out like 600,000 sub YouTube channels multiple times. It's not
but
personal.
sometimes you have to be critical of what's going on around you.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Um, how do you like to spend your free time not working on content?
Well, with what little free time I get
Mood.
between work and this, um, I try to hang out with my friends. They're the ones that keep me sane anymore. But we'll play video games or hang out. I literally flew like 3 weeks ago. I flew out to meet one of them in person for the first time. And we had a ton of fun.
Were your arms
But I just
tired?
like say that again, sorry.
Were your arms tired?
Yes. No, in fact, I just use these
I'm
wing
not
things on
sorry.
my back. I use these wing things on my back and just jetpacked my way over there. We'd be fine.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But yes,
Excuse me.
it's just trying to be the social human being that human beings have to be to not go insane.
Yeah, we humans definitely need that social connection. We're
We
social
are
animals.
social creatures.
Where do you want to see your platform in 5 years?
Having a drink in the bar within the Weary 101. uh, I'm gonna be
Fair.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. I would just be more of the same, but like being better at it. I don't know if I can describe that very well in a more thought-provoking way. But it's pretty much just improving my skill of doing this, improving the model. Everyone can look at my neck stretch, improving just everything that I'm doing, and being in a state where I'm completely happy with it. That's where I
That
can
is a
see this
good
being in
goal.
5 years. Yeah. And I know it's like the thing of the project's never done. I know there's something I may nitpick and not be happy about,
Oh my
but
god, yep.
it's gonna be comparative. It's like, okay, I'm not happy with this, or I'm not happy with how little I stream, or how unorganized it is, or how unorganized my OBS looks. Because I just recently figured out that the group thing actually works properly now on reactive images and converted everything in my OBS to that. Because for the longest time it wouldn't work properly for me and I don't know why.
That is
But
weird.
it would only show like one person at a time.
For the
Um
group?
in the group, yeah, it would only show
What the
like
hell?
whoever joined the call first that wasn't me would be the only one that would show up in the group until like a week ago. So it finally started working, and I converted everything over to that, and it works so much better now. But it improved the workflow of getting things set up, because instead of me going through and putting in a reactive image for every single person and making a browser thing, it's just good to go.
Yeah. I
And
like having that group PNG. That makes it so much easier.
mhm,
But like for big group collabs, the last one I did was like a bunch of us reacting to paranormal stuff. I did
mhm,
use the individual stuff because like that was something planned in advance and I wanted to
mhm,
make it look all great.
mhm, mhm.
But like for most of
Um,
the time, the group PNGs, those are pretty good.
they work perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly adequate for what you need on a, like, quick setup. Um, and there's some other programs. If you're interested, I can show them to you, but you probably already know them, for 3D models specifically, to improve, like, the tracking. It imports things into VC Face or just completely gets rid of it entirely. Um,
Oh.
It's like the one program that the 2D VTubers use where they have things thrown at you.
Oh,
There's a
tits.
Yeah, that one. There's a version of that now specifically for the 3D VTubers, and it includes includes interactions where like they can spend channel points and just ragdoll your 3D model, and it looks really funny. But
Really?
they can interact
Interesting.
directly with the model instead of having an overlay that kind of just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I
But you can
have
actually
seen some 3D VTubers that have like, you can take off my hair. You
yeah,
can
let me
throw a lightsaber into me.
you can throw a lightsaber. I think that's what they're using, but I haven't gotten it to work yet. Mostly because I just haven't had time. Yes, that's what they are.
VTuber Plus and VNyan.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And then there's one VRM poser, which it's
Yeah. I've
it's
used VR Imposer for a while.
yeah. That's one I want to try to see how different it is from VC Face. There was another program that I tried early
VRM
on.
Poser is good for, like, if you don't want a default standing pose, you would use VRM Poser to, like, set up your VTuber's body and then send that over to VC Face, and then VC Face tracks your head and your face and all that fun stuff.
That is something that I need because there's a reason why it cuts off at like the middle of my chest on this. And I kind of don't want to show it because I have the camera finally lined up after like months of getting it
Oh,
perfect.
don't you worry.
But it's doing like off the screen, it's doing like a little like default pirouette pose thing going on, and it looks incredibly stupid because the proportions on the model aren't like full human proportions. My
Okay.
arms are long, so they clip through the chest and the legs clip
Oh.
together, and it must not look good at all. But I have to deal with it because I can get like this part and I can move the arms out a little bit, and then it kind of looks like I'm just kind of there, and it's fine.
Yeah, what I did was I had like mostly it was showing off my upper torso, but it
Hmm.
wouldn't actually show my hands resting on my hips because that was a bitch to actually figure out. Because the goddamn, I was
Right
using
here,
the
hold on.
same model with VRM Poser
Hmm.
and VC Face, and yet the animations didn't line up. The hands would
Hmm.
be inside sometimes. So I
Hmm.
just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna hide it.
Yeah, and that's how this is. I'm just hiding everything that I haven't gotten to fix yet.
Yeah, right now
Um.
I use a program called Webcam Motion Capture. That's what lets me get the hand
Okay.
tracking.
Okay.
But it
So,
doesn't do
okay.
expression tracking, which I know you totally need.
Yeah, I definitely need it with this completely static face. Um,
Yeah,
the only
this
thing
lets
I
me
could
have different poses
right, right.
for like idle standing around poses.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was meaning to ask you how you got like the idle animation going.
Yeah, it's
But I have my
this
answer now.
program.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I actually kind of like this for the interview.
You
Actually, I
need
have a
like
better idea.
you need like the late night talk show host desk that you're sitting behind.
Ah, damn, my wings are hiding you a bit.
Aw. Oh, you can be like, okay.
I'm sitting on your
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yeah. Okay, I can get behind this now. I can get behind that.
I'm the demon, the devil on your shoulder.
There is no angel. I only have bad ideas put in my head. They rattle around.
Hey, I'm not a bad friend. I'm an enabler. There's a difference.
See, now you're sounding like people describing me. So
So we are friends.
we are friends now.
I guess it's time to start moving on to the non-content creation relating questions.
Oh, good. Finally, things that I may can answer properly without giving a fake answer.
Wait, how else are you supposed to answer questions in an interview?
Ah, you're right. Now you
Exactly.
found me out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
called out, canceled.
Canceled.
So, do you have a favorite music genre?
Uh, okay. Yes. And it's gonna be classic rock.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
pretty common one.
pretty common one. But I end up listening to bands like Chicago and Bob Seger, where there's a lot of horns, saxophone, trumpet, trombone, that kind of stuff in it. Because I was a band kid growing up. Little do you know, there is secretly a human being behind this face floating around on your screen.
No way.
And I was a band
VTubers are
kid.
real people?
We're real people. Who would have thunk? Who could ever think it? There's a
Not
human
me.
being. I'm a real human. I have skin. Uh,
Cringe.
strange. Um, but yes, I was a band kid. So then I heard that kind of music, that kind of rock. So you've got a little bit of Earth, Wind, of Fire in there,
They're good.
Tower of Power, that kind of stuff. It speaks to me on a nostalgia level, and then I really just like it. Um, and then sometimes electronic music, but not super dubstep stuff. That can get a little weird.
You don't like listening to a blender have sex with a microphone?
No, I'm sorry. I hate to disappoint you, but no.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to
Yeah.
judge you
Oh, I'll leave the
outwardly.
stream now. I'm sorry. I'll go. Bye. Um, there was a point in time.
Mhm.
There was a point in time that I tried to make my own music.
Hey, twinsies.
Back in high school, I did like the
Twinsies.
dub. I did like the dubstep stuff. So there's floating around somewhere a dubstep song, but you're gonna have to take some time to find it if you really want to look for it. It's awful. Don't listen to it.
Internet detectives, send me that link.
Oh, SoundCloud/CalmThrill. Um,
You didn't have to do that to yourself.
look, I said at the start of this, all you have to do is just search CalmThrill on everything, and then it's probably me. Unless it's chess.com, then someone in Turkey took my name.
Chess?
Yes, the chess website where you can play chess online. There's some guy in Turkey named CalmThrill.
Huh.
And I named myself on their real CalmThrill, and I challenged him to a match, but he has not gotten back to me.
What a fucking coward.
Truly.
I've found it. I found your SoundCloud.
Don't play it
I
on
did
stream,
like
please.
okay, I won't play it on stream until after the interview. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
You've
mean, if
asked
I'm
me
not here,
to
I don't
play.
know about it.
I mean, I could include it in the end of the video.
There's a few of them that are okay. I will give you that. But most of them are not.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Now I
actually
need to go look.
maybe listen through that. You actually have quite a few songs on here. Damn.
Yeah, I worked on that for a long time. But now I need to go actually look because I don't remember which ones were the actual good ones.
You want the link?
No, I don't need the link.
Tell him to stop being such an artist.
Do what? Oh.
Oh, they're just making a joke.
Look, I can't stop. I have a thing where it's like, okay, I have to try to do this. If I succeed, good. If I don't succeed, then I will feel better than if I never tried doing it at all. If that makes any sense. I will feel worse by not doing something than I will by doing that thing and failing at it.
Yeah,
Because I
I
at
agree with
least
that.
I have at least satiated my own curiosity.
Yeah,
So
because, like, if there's shit going on and you try and fail, at least you tried.
Same here.
What song would be played endlessly on loop in your personal hell?
Oh no. Well, There can be a few there.
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
That's a good one. And I didn't want to say that one because it felt like too generic of an answer, but yes, that would be one of them. Shout out to that one jail that punished all of its prisoners by playing that on loop for 12 hours.
Oh, that's evil.
It is evil. They
Psychological
got
torture.
sued. It was. The jail got sued by the like prisoner families because it was awful, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, me either. Jeez.
Yeah. But that would be like probably the number one answer on there. I'm trying to think of a few other songs. A lot of the really popular pop songs from like 2010 to 2014, the ones that got played all the time on TV and radio and everything.
So, like
If they
any
dove
pop
in
song from that time.
any pop song from that time, pretty much, that would be it because they just got driven into the ground day one, and I was tired of hearing of them.
Oh yeah,
I was
it got
tired of everyone
so
singing them.
overplayed. It's not very
Super overplayed.
innovative.
No, you had like, and the number one that I can think of in that example are a lot of the Lady Gaga songs. Not that she's bad or anything. Like,
Okay,
they're
because I was
fine.
about to throw hands. I stand my
No,
Bicon.
no. She's perfectly fine. The songs are fine at this point now. It's just that I heard them probably like 500 times
Yeah, no,
against
I
my
can
own
relate.
will.
I can relate. Do you remember Call Me Maybe?
That's the next one. That one.
Okay, so I was working in a bottle recycling or a bottle sorting facility.
Yeah.
And that song would play at least 3-4 times a shift.
Oh.
So it started out with me hating the song, and then me starting to sing along, ironically trying to make fun of it, and then I stopped being ironic, and I just kind of like
Never
it now.
start doing something ironically because it will take roughly 6 hours for it to become unironic. And it's stuck. It's stuck in your vocabulary.
Yeah, like poggers.
Poggers. A friend of mine got me to what was it? Oh, now I've gotten out of it, so I can't remember which one that they got me into. I started saying howdy ironically because I could do the howdy partner and mess with people, but I'm not as good at it now. And it immediately became unironic, and I started greeting people with howdy, just in a
What's wrong with
normal
that?
sense.
I like to say howdy, howdy.
Howdy, partner. How you doing today?
If somebody says howdy to me, I say howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
I'm just being friendly.
Being friendly. But that one started off ironically, and it immediately became unironic.
Yeah, for me, it's never really been ironic. With howdy, I do have redneck in my blood. At least half my family.
Me too. I live too far in the south. Get me out.
Yeah, I was born into the Canadian South, which is like central Canada.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dox myself, but I am in southern US, red territory. Like,
Ooh,
more red
shit.
than what's on my body right now. Solid, bright, screaming red, and talking about how trans people need to be killed. I do not agree with that. I'm the complete other direction. But
yeah,
yes.
Progressive. I like progressive people.
But yeah, that's a law that they're trying to pass.
Yeah, and people are denying it.
Get me out of here.
Please.
When can I move to Canada?
We accept immigrants.
Yay! You're better than my state. Anyway.
It's not a high bar, and we could do better.
Any of these countries
anyway, do you have a food that you like that not many others do?
Broccoli. That's unironic. You put cheese on it and
It's
you
so
cook it
fucking
right.
good with melted cheese. Without
Yes.
melted cheese, broccoli is mid. With melted
Broccoli is
cheese,
mid.
broccoli is top tier.
Now you can saute them and put some seasoning in them, and they're actually really good.
Good for
But you
mid.
still, they're still like good
I
for
haven't
mid.
tried it, so I'm not actually making a judgment. I'm just making jokes.
No, you're right. It's like top mid at that point. But then you put
Yeah,
cheese on it, and it becomes excellent. But
yeah,
then I
yeah.
tell
That's kind of how
people
it
that.
goes.
I tell people that, and then they're like, "Ew, gross! You eat broccoli? Gross! What are you?"
What are you? Taking care of your body? Cringe.
Cringe. Being healthy, eating your vegetables. Cringe. Bad. Beta. Not poggers.
Beta. If you could have anything for breakfast, what would it be?
Hmm. That's really funny because my dinner was actually like breakfast food. Um, oh, that's a hard question because generally I'll think of breakfast of anything I want for breakfast, and it's always just going to be like every possible breakfast item at once.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. The answer is toaster strudels.
That's included. When I say everything, it's including the toaster strudels at the same time.
I'm asking for a personal opinion. It's not actually going to be wrong.
I'll take the toaster strudels though.
Yeah, God damn it! Now I gotta go pick up some toaster strudels. I want some.
I haven't had any in a long time, and now
Me
I want
too.
some.
I'm fucking triggered.
Thanks. Oh, well, you did that to yourself. You brought them up.
Yeah, I did. It was
Mhm.
on me.
Mhm. But I do like the classic breakfast. You've got your eggs, your sausage, your bacon, hash browns. I just had pancakes while we've been on stream.
Sus.
Sus? Why am I sus for pancake?
I don't know. I just felt like saying it.
Well, we'll go play Among Us, and we'll figure out who really is sus.
I'm not that great at Among Us, and I don't like it because I'm
Neither
not
am
that
I.
great at it.
I'm not good at it
Um,
either. I remember my first game. I was the imposter, and did absolutely nothing because I had no clue what was going on.
toaster strudels are mid. I'm gonna fucking fight you, Cabri.
Who said toaster strudels are mid? Pop Tarts are mid. Toaster strudels are top tier.
That's an objectively correct opinion.
Thank you.
Ontologically correct opinion.
Thank you. Thank
What?
you. I will bow out.
What topic could you talk about the most? Finally! She's been trying to get me to fight her forever.
Toaster strudels are mid. Okay. What topic can I talk about forever?
Aside from Bionicle, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
dang it. Dang it.
Because
Now you've
I
got me
imagine
thinking.
Bionicle is the topic you could talk about the most.
It is the topic I can talk about the most. I still need to put together the 6.5-hour presentation, the Bionicle lore that I've been promising all my friends.
6.5 hours?
Well, someone on YouTube has already put out a 14-hour Bionicle summary. There's like 60-something
What?
books for this. Yeah. It goes
Jesus
over 10 years.
Christ.
So the Bionicle lore is surprisingly deep.
I had no idea. I just thought they had like a comic or something.
Oh, the comic is like the summary of the summary.
Jesus Christ.
There's the movies, the 4 movies. There's the comics, which I have most of them. There's like 60-something books. There's all the video games. And if you go into Generation 2, there's the TV show.
There's a TV show?
Generation 2 only, and it's not very good. It's not even good for like little kids either.
That sucks.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, if we aren't talking about Bionicle, I have way too many facts about cars in my head because high school me was obsessed with them, and I still like them. And I have way too many facts in my head, and I could just rattle them off for hours.
Jeez, all of chat's trying to trigger me right now. Even Pink's saying it was mid.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna
Are
be
they still
honest.
calling the
I've
toaster
never.
strudels
I want some now. I'm gonna be
love
honest. I was
cars?
never really big into cars. They're
Yeah, I hear
they're
that from.
necessary. I gotta get my license and shit, but cars.
I have a really engineering focused brain.
Can I just
I
talk
need to
about
figure out how.
boys?
Do what?
Can I just talk about boys?
If you want to, yeah. Let's talk about boys right now. You're talking to one, so we'll talk about them.
I was kidding.
Oh, okay, never mind. I see how this is. If I had my hand tracking, you could have seen that I actually had my hand on my chin. I was sitting here waiting for what you were gonna say, but okay.
Well, I mean, what would you want to talk about boys?
I don't know. It felt like you
Is it?
had something on your mind.
Well, I mean, who doesn't have boy smell on the mind? My God, that is such a cringy fucking concept. The people that
What?
just like enthuse about it.
What?
Boy smell.
Boy smell?
Yeah, just the way guys smell in general.
I haven't
I
like
mean,
entirely heard. Well, okay. Okay. I have an opinion. And it's that most boys stink. So when you come across a boy that actually smells nice, it's like, ah, finally someone I can stand in the room with.
true. Fucking
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Look,
Pink.
where I work at, I work in IT.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I'm fairly certain I am the only person that takes a daily shower.
Jesus.
So let that sink in on what I'm around most of the time. And that's why I have an opinion.
What topic would you like to avoid at all costs?
Whatever annoys people is the generic answer, which
So
seems to a
politics.
lot of. So, no, I will not avoid politics
I'm
because half the
kidding.
time it ends up making me angry, and then I have an opinion. A lot of times it actually ends up talking about cars because I'll mention it and then they'll immediately go into them being awful and killing the environment, which is true. I can identify that that's a problem, but I can also still enjoy the engineering and everything behind it. So,
I mean, yeah, people are just a little extra pissy about it because of the climate crisis. But,
which is
I mean, pushing back against a single streamer that's like, hey, it's pretty cool that cars do this thing in this way.
this
And
is
then they're
how
like,
this is how this works and the amount
no,
of engineering behind it. But yes, there is a very big problem with pollution.
there is.
And
And it's honestly, I'm going to say it's not the individual cars. It's
correct.
like a handful of bigger companies that are doing the majority of the polluting.
Thank
That's
you.
the big problem.
Thank you. It's like we have the same opinions.
Let her cook. Why do people say that? I don't get it.
Are you me? Are you me from another timeline?
Who knows?
Who knows? Topics that I actually actively try to avoid. No one is allowed to like anything unless it's secretly. That's how it feels sometimes.
True.
This is a question I've never put any thought into. Because I don't know if of anything I actively try to avoid. So I don't really have an answer for this question. I apologize.
No,
That's my cat. My cat says hi.
Hi, kitty. No
He
need to
wants out of it.
apologize if you don't have an answer. Excuse me. If you don't have an answer off the top of your head, it's not the biggest deal.
I don't have an answer for this one. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll talk about anything.
That is actually an answer I want to hear to that question.
Oh, okay.
I
well,
obviously,
I'll talk about anything.
I do respect people that are like, I want to avoid this specific topic because it gets my chat too triggered. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, that's totally fine. I get that.
Mhm.
But I personally don't really want to limit my discussions over specific topics just because of
Mhm.
personal feelings. Like, if
Mhm.
people are getting emotional over my content, please take time to step away and
Mhm.
think about what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Not
There's a
enough
big
people do that.
I feel that, Pink. I just I'm not bothered by much. It's very hard to make me upset about something,
That is good.
unless it's at work.
Especially what?
Unless it's at my workplace where I'm the person who people call and cuss out because their internet stops working.
Oh, those fucking fuckers. You don't
Yes.
blame the person you're on the phone with for internet going out.
And I mean,
They're
I
trying
get
to
it.
help.
I get it.
Yeah, they're
They're
frustrated. We get
frustrated.
it.
They're frustrated. I get it. But you don't need to call me every cuss word that you know just because you won't get up and restart your router.
Right? Um, who is the most interesting person you have met or interacted with?
Oh, I'm trying to see here because I know a lot of interesting people. Um, I have to really give it up to a friend of mine. I'm not gonna dox them and give out their name, but it's solely that like every single time I talk to her, I hear a brand new story about her life. And it's like you'd think that this person's like 20 different people.
Really?
Because yeah, it's every time I'll like talk about something, they have experienced something related to it. And then it ends up
Jeez.
not even being a lie because I'll talk to one of their family members and it's honest to God true. It's incredibly interesting every single thing this person's been through and has done in their life.
Oh, really? Well,
Mhm.
it's good. It's good that you know somebody like that. People
Yeah.
like that tend to have pretty good insights to share.
And it very much does help because I'll end up coming to her, it's like, "Oh, I don't know how to interact with people properly," or, "I need help, applying for jobs," or, "Help me with my writing," or, "Hey, you wanna play a video game?" It's whatever I come to them with, it's just like, "Oh, yeah, absolutely," and they're just jack of all trades and master of all of them.
Jeez. I'm kind of like a jack of all trades but master of none.
I know a few. I'll try anything if I'm interested in it or my brain just hyper focuses on it.
Yeah, I'll try basically anything, but I wouldn't really call myself an expert in like anything.
I'll become a momentary expert in one single thing for like 2 weeks, and then I can't tell you a single thing about it after that.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
I became an expert on vacuums when I needed to buy a vacuum one time, and now I can't tell you a single thing about it other than this one good.
You found the good one, you're sticking with it.
Horror.
Yeah, a bit of body horror with my VTuber. I
Oh,
had
did
to
it
get
happen?
up.
Oh, it happened.
Yeah, just a little bit. I had to get up and deal with something.
That's about to
Um,
be me because my cat wants out of my room and my door is closed.
right? I gotta shut my door too, because I'm not the only person. And
Oh
my
boy.
cat loves to go in and out of the room. We should really get a cat door for here.
Mhm.
If you could have lucid dreams, what would they be about?
Okay, this one I actually have an answer to solely because I've done it before. I have tried I've actively tried to lucid dream and failed, but then I've accidentally done it on several occasions.
Really?
Um, mhm. Um, of course, me being a nerd, I have had what's called the Bionicle dream, and it's a meme, but it seems to affect Bionicle fans where you'll have a dream that they're back on the shelves, or they're back in stores, or you're in a store and you're buying them all up, and right when you're about to get all the ones you wanted, you wake up. There was one time where I had one where it was like a big convention hall and everyone was like selling their stuff, and I became a thief, and I just grabbed armfuls of people's stuff and was running for the door with it. And their cops were chasing after me, and they're like, "Drop the Legos," and I was like, "You can't tell me what to do when I wake up," and I woke up. And like what was in my, it was really weird because like what was I in the dream, I had like my hands like clenched really tightly holding on to stuff, and when I woke up my hands were clenched. Like I expected to actually wake up with the stuff. That's the one of the times I've actually controlled my dreams. The other time was the first time it ever happened. I was like, "Oh, I know what I can do in my dream now. I'm in control. I can fly." And did you know that in my dreams physics still work? I couldn't fly.
Aw. What's the point of
And
lucid dreaming then?
the point of lucid dreaming if physics still work.
Right?
I'm not Neo.
What? I've been lied to? God damn
I've
it.
been lied to. We're not in the Matrix. Whoa.
Cringe.
Cringe. Fake.
Has any story gotten you to change your perspective?
Hmm. I don't really know if I can say story. Over just like
It
life
could be
events of
like,
people. Yeah.
when I wrote the question, it was thinking along the lines of like book, movie, visual novel, game, that kind of thing. Something that's inspired you to take a different outlook on things.
I can't really say so on that part. It's been more life experiences just changing the way that I think of things over media that I've consumed. Because that part of it really hasn't affected me in that perspective, because I tend to keep the media that I consume separate from how I react in real life. If that makes any sense.
Somewhat. There's a lot of people that try to disassociate from real life when they're engaging with content online. I think that's a big part of why people, or why VTubers have really grown in prominence.
Right. Of course, like the news and things happening, of course that will affect me, because I can tell the difference between this is a fantasy versus this is reality.
Yeah, and then there's people that just mess it up, kind of thing.
Yeah. And on occasion, like, I'll find a story where there's a character and I'll relate to the character. And there hasn't been anything really big that sticks out in my head on things that have changed my perspective. But I can definitely say there's been some stories that have made me look at myself in different ways from like an outside view, because there'll be a character I relate to, and then I see how other characters will interact with the one that I'm relating to, and then I can like correspond that one to one with me versus my friends or whatever. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I think I kind of get that. You do have a question from chat.
I do have a question.
What is your favorite Toa?
Toa Kopaka from 2001.
Kopaka was awesome.
Kopaka was ice, and that kind of feeds back into what I was just talking about, because I related to him in the way that I did not like to be around people that much growing up.
Yeah, Kopaka was very isolationist, kinda.
He was very isolated. He did not get along very well with the other Toa. However, then you get to like 2006 and 2008. And did you ever watch or like look at the comics from the early series where Kopaka and Tahu, the Ice and Fire Toa, just hated each other? You get to 2008.
I knew that they had like disagreements, but I didn't actually read through the comics.
Right. Well, they didn't hate each other, but it was all the time they were just arguing just to argue. And then you get to 2008, and suddenly they're like looking at each other and seeing, okay, well, I don't mesh with your personality, but I understand that you're intelligent and figuring out things, and they come up with this huge plan together and everything.
Yeah. Like,
And
Tahu and Kopaka were very much, we don't like each other, we don't click, we work together because we got a bigger problem to deal with.
we work together and we can respect each other in that part. And that part I
Yeah.
can relate to looking back at it now that I'm older and can understand it more on a deeper level other than he who fire and ice thingy.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm trying
Yeah.
to go with my solidarity arc that I'm starting up.
And I can like get that in a more mature way now and relate to it in a more mature way because like if you had talked to me probably 15 years ago, I probably would just be angry all the time and would want to be getting out of this situation. And now, like your Twitch chat has said, this is
Same.
probably your longest interview.
Actually, we've been chatting for about an hour and a half, and my longest was over 3 hours, so
Okay,
we
never
can
mind.
still keep going.
Okay, I gotta beat the record. 4 hours.
Your favorite Toa was Lincoln, and he became a role model in childhood?
Oh, Lacan is so cool.
Lacan? That's how you pronounce it?
You pronounce it Lacan. You'll figure out, if you look at any of the names, you'll figure out Bionicle and its secret H placement. They'll just be words that have H's in them that make no sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you pronounce it Lacan. And he was kind of, when you got to 2004, you had Metru Nui, which was more of like a sci-fi tech city compared to Matanui, which was the really natural island.
Yeah,
And
I
he was
remember Matanui.
right. And he was kind of the single Toa protector of Metru Nui for a long time. And he was this big
Okay.
mentor character for the 6 Toa that appeared in the 2004 arc. So he was basically grandpa at that point. And he ends up sacrificing himself to the Makuta to save everyone. Or at least inspire everyone, and then they can save themselves.
Oh.
So
Okay, I
he's
just looked
really...
them up. I don't think I've actually seen them too much. Because I think as they were starting to do their Metro Nui stuff, I kind of fell off of Bionicle and keeping up with it.
And I totally get that. After reading back in with the community, it seems to be a very big factor was when it moved away from the very weird robots in a very tropical organic setting and moved to just be robots in a robot city. Then people became disinterested because it wasn't as unique as like Transformers or something.
Yeah, because like the Toa in the natural environment was a very interesting juxtaposition. There was always a problem in pronunciation in the Bionicle franchise. I was confused about Lewa name for a while. Yeah, like...
I think that's still an argument to this day if it's Lewa or Lewa because it's pronounced both ways in the movie.
Yeah, and like I had a friend that we watched the movie and you could hear them clearly pronounce it Onua, but my friend would call it Anya.
Anya.
Yeah, and then I would slap him.
One too. So you had the proper
literally,
response.
we joke.
So, so you had the proper response. You slapped him. Got it.
Yes. Because that's how you treat friends with disagreements. Violence.
That's how you treat friends with disagreements. Violence when you're a kid. You're wrong.
When you're a kid.
When you're a kid. And when you're an adult.
Apparently that's a response to some people. Question. Yes. Has anyone really been far even has decided to use even want go do look more like?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I thought so.
Anytime someone makes that joke, I always just say yes in the most enthusiastic way possible.
Did you see Medica's response to that question?
I did not. What did they say?
Pinata. Next question.
Why do you have that pulled up?
No, that was my impression of him.
Oh, that was really good.
Thank you.
I thought that was this recording of him. It's really good.
Yeah, that is the one question that I don't tell people I'm going to ask them because I find it really funny the different ways people will respond to it. Some people are just hung up like, what did you say? Can you repeat that?
Can you repeat that?
And then some people are like, pinata, next question.
Pinata, next question. I've heard that so many times that was just that's just how I've decided to respond to that. Is just to be as enthusiastic as possible. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Is there anything on your mind you feel should have more attention brought to it?
First is how hot it is in my room. Wow.
Start a GoFundMe. We got it. Let's get it going.
Air conditioner now. Pronto. I'm trying to think because, like, if you asked me that question, there's been things on my mind, mostly political stuff that need more attention brought to them.
Yes.
Mostly the things going on in my state because there's a lot of.
I mean, I would ask for like which laws are being passed, but we don't want to dox you.
We don't want to dox me, but I can be very generic because there's several states doing this.
Yeah, there's a lot of states kind of doing the same thing.
A lot of the anti-trans laws and anti-gay laws, and I will dox myself a little bit here because it's worth talking about the getting rid of, child labor laws.
They're trying to get rid of child labor laws?
No, they're not trying. They have succeeded.
Oh.
In my state.
Fuck's sakes.
So kids with their parents' permission, air quote.
Yeah, permission.
The kids are signed away at the ages of 9 now to go work in a meat factory and clean it up at 1 a.m.
That's fucking dystopian.
It is. And the picture of it, because I feel comfortable enough sending it to you, I probably will just send it to you.
You legally can't talk about trans publicly, bruh? Yeah, that's fucked. Mm-hmm. That is just censoring free speech.
Fun. Yeah. And depending on what country you're from, off with your head.
Yeah. I'm just lucky I am Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the weirdest way you've ever met somebody?
So there was this kid that I rode the school bus with. So, okay. I'm backing things up for a moment.
School bus.
On the magic school bus. So I have really bad asthma and allergies. I've muted my microphone a couple times because I've sneezed because my allergies are so bad. Just breathing troubles me. And there was this kid on the school bus that did not believe me. So we were riding home one day, and he was like, "Hey, turn around!" And I turned around like an idiot, and he sprayed a can of Axe in my face.
What the fuck?
Which immediately gave me an asthma attack on the bus. And this kid goes from "you're an idiot" to "oh no, I have killed someone."
Well, at least they realized right away, but Jesus Christ, did you have a puffer?
Right away, the full 180 of them suddenly running up to the front of the bus to get the bus driver to pull over and stop because he thought he was going to have to give me CPR mouth to mouth.
Yeah, but that wouldn't help with an asthma attack. Did you have your puffer? Did you live?
Yes. Yeah. Did I live? No, I'm dead right now. You're talking to a ghost, and all of these people here are seeing the voices in your head right now. In fact, they can't actually hear me. No one is here right now. You're talking to yourself.
Yeah, I'm not actually live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm just kind of in my room.
You're sitting in an insane asylum right now in a straitjacket, just talking to no one.
Yeah,
Um,
there's no power running through my house at all. It's just
mhm,
I'm kind of just sitting talking to a wall, literally.
mhm, mhm.
It's a great
Um,
conversation with the wall, though. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, thank you. Um, yeah, he got my inhaler out of my backpack and helped me with it, and then we became really good friends after that. After he tried to kill me,
Scary things, scary.
Ah,
I'm not even joking.
what?
No, I guess he felt so bad about it that he was just like super friendly after that, and we actually became really good friends.
Interesting.
And that's the weirdest way I've met someone. It's from someone trying to kill me because they were a bully, and then they immediately stopped being a bully to anyone after that moment.
Oh, geez, yeah, literally, redemption arc be like.
Redemption, high speed redemption arc at that point. Fast
Yeah,
track the entire stages of becoming a nice person.
speed run redemption.
It's the funniest, one of the funniest stories I have to tell is, oh yeah, a really good friend of mine tried to kill me with a can of Axe spray.
Hey, you know my best friend that everybody likes? He tried to kill me when we met.
Yeah, that's how we met, is he murdered me. But I lived, I got better.
He murdered me, but I got better.
It's so stupid. Um,
What's the most
when,
amazing natural occurrence you've witnessed?
well, let's see. We can either, okay, I kind of have two, and one's a good and one's scary, so we're gonna go with the good one first.
Yay!
Yay! I've gotten to explore some caves before, and I just like the process on how they're formed and how they look and really pretty and everything underground just
I
amazes
do
me.
like to explore caves too.
And yeah, I really enjoy them. Um, so
Yeah.
that's kind of like the good side. The bad side, I've watched tornadoes go by my house on a number of occasions.
Jesus
Some of them
Christ.
under a mile away, um, and lived. And they
Uh,
are a force of nature. You know the people that say like it sounds like a train coming at you whenever one goes by? It
yeah.
not even joking. It sounds like a train coming at you when one goes by.
Jesus Christ. And it's like a mile away too.
It's a mile away, but like the biggest one that went by my house was a mile wide itself, and it was at night. And the only way that you knew it was there is because one, you could hear it, and two, someone's got the wrong state. One, you could hear it, and two, whenever it would lightning, you could see just like the shape of a tornado in the dark.
That's fucking horrifying. I wanted to
It was
sleep
like,
tonight. Thank you.
you're welcome. But if you're in Canada, they don't have tornadoes that much. So
No, plus I'm on the West Coast. We don't get tornadoes. We get a little
yeah,
bit of earthquakes, and that's kind of it.
we get earthquakes here of all things where I live. There's a like tiny fault line that runs by here, and we get small earthquakes every once in a while.
Oh, neat. I'm pretty close to the San Andreas Fault, so when that goes,
Mm,
that'll be
you
fun.
feel it. You'll
Yeah.
be feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Though, I mean, I got plenty of time to prepare. It could go off anytime between, I don't know, 100 years
Now and in
ago to
3,000 years, yeah,
4,000 years.
yeah. It's you're on stream, and all of a sudden everyone just starts hearing like a low rumble, and you're just like, "It's happening, everyone. This will be great for the content."
No, like, a lot of the time, there have been, like, the Earth starts rumbling a little, but, like, I don't personally feel it, but I can see my microphone going up and down just a little bit.
You can
Like,
see
I
like the
never
water
think
in your
about it.
glass shaking.
Yeah, like Jurassic Park stuff.
Exactly, with the T-Rex. Yeah.
Jeez, a tornado destroyed the gas station a block away from your house? Jesus Christ, why do you live there, Pink?
I know where you live. I'm
Yeah,
joking. I don't
she
know where
said
you live, but
she lives in Alabama.
yeah.
Alabama.
Blah, 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 blah.
Would you ever go to space if given the chance?
Absolutely, I love space.
Space.
Space. I love space. I've been fascinated with space since I was a little kid.
At the
To a
very
point where
least, yeah.
it was to a point where I really wanted to be like an astronomer. And then I got older and realized that that's not a viable that's not
Career
a
choice,
viable
not for
track
everybody.
of
No.
with my education level. I could probably pull it off. I'm a smart kid, but with my financial level, I couldn't afford that.
Sea monsters come
Where
out
was
of
I
the
going to
vault.
find a
True.
career? I would have to move to like who knows where there's a telescope. I couldn't afford
Where
that.
do you even get telescopes these days? Nobody uses them.
Uh, um, if you want an actual telescope, you can find one on Amazon.com. Use
Never
my
heard of it.
creator code, kill Jeff Bezos. Do not ban me from Twitch.tv.
Or me, please. I mean, I'd rather not be banned on Twitch, but it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Please, Papa Bezos, don't ban me. I forgot that Amazon owns Twitch.
Yeah. I mean, like, I used to be a Twitch affiliate, so he used to be Daddy Bezos for me.
Puppy Bezos.
Another question from Chad. I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce your name. What is your favorite dinosaur?
Good question.
Triceratops, got it.
Triceratops. What's the one with the Thagomizer? Hold on.
The fuck did you just call me? I'm kidding.
Thagomizer.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. A Thagomizer is the distinctive arrangement of spikes on the tails of a Stegosaurus.
Oh, okay.
So it is the Stegosaurus, yeah. And it's an actual scientific name that solely came from this comic. Hold on. I've sent it to you in Discord, but yeah.
Merc Rebel said fuck Jeff Bezos on a sponsored stream. Amazing. Yeah, I've talked with a different creator, and they let me know in their interview that when they had the chance of being on the front page of Twitch during like a charity stream, and during the time they were on the front page, they had said fuck Activision Blizzard because like all that stuff was coming out about them, and Twitch got mad at her for it. I wonder why. But like, Giga Stacy energy out of her, 100%. The Thagomizer.
Thagomizer, named after the great Thag Williams.
Thag Simmons. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. And then that comic came out, and then scientists were like, haha, that's funny. And that's the actual scientific term for the 4 spikes at the end of a Stegosaurus tail.
Cool choice. You're more of an Oviraptor man. They were sneaky guys stealing eggs.
Those ones are funny little men. Funny little dudes. Taking everyone else's eggs. Oh, my cat really wants out of my room. So if you'll give me just a moment, I'm gonna like T-pose and step away to let my cat out of the door. So
yeah, you go right ahead. Assert your dominance.
Yeah, give me just a moment here. I'm gonna stare into space. Everyone gets to watch.
Interesting. Thigh Master, Mr. Spriley. True. Where am I for the questions? Space. Okay, I got like 7.
Oh wow,
more.
that worked a lot better than I thought.
What did?
It just picked right back up. Okay.
Yeah, like sometimes my VTuber program will just fucking pick it right back up. Other
Mhm.
times, I gotta close it and reopen it.
Other times, my head does a 180.
Yeah, I've had that too. That's fun. What do you say you would resent paying for the most?
Ooh, what do I resent paying for the most?
A few more? 2 hours, actually? I forget. I have no idea what you're responding to, Pink. I'm sorry.
A few more. 2 hours. I don't know either. Thing I resent the most buying. Can't really say because I like all the stuff that I have. My first
For
computer
me,
probably.
like for me, when I wrote that question, what do you resent paying for the most? What came to mind was hour and 50 minutes, Pink. I've got the actual time on my side. For me, I was thinking like I resent paying for rent. I resent paying for food. I resent paying for medication. That's what I'm thinking. But like every person I ask, they're like, huh. I got fucked out of a cool toy that I wanted to buy that kind of broke
It's
on me.
one
It's
of
like,
those.
okay.
No, I get
Okay.
what you're trying to say now. And if I were going to say that, it's going to be my stupid electric bill because the company is awful. If you have a solar panel on your property, $2,000 bill.
Why?
Because they go, ooh, it backfeeds into our system and it messes our equipment up. No, it does not. Don't you lie to me. That stuff's built to do that. So they raised everyone's electric bill. My
Oh my
electric
god,
bill
I
per
hate.
month used to be like $90. It tops $200 every month now
Jesus
because they
Christ.
raised the electric bill.
I really hate the privatization of all this stuff.
See, the
Like, the
funniest part of it?
necessities of life are privatized? No,
This
gross.
is the funny part about this. It's a co-op. Apparently, anyone who's a customer owns part of the company. No, they do not.
Yeah, if they own part of the company, they should get profit payouts, shouldn't they?
Give me money back. Give me my
Yeah.
$200 a month back.
Your internet
My
bill
internet
because it's 140 bucks?
140
Jesus
bucks.
Christ.
That's something I can also complain about because I work for the company that provides the internet in my area, and it's like 140 bucks.
Jesus
They need
Christ.
to lower the bill because no one wants everyone, they're like, why does everyone get the bottom tier when we can do like 1 gig? Because you make it cost $140. If you make it cost like a normal amount of money, people will actually purchase the service, and this is why you're losing customers.
Yeah, like, is there even a lot of competition around there, or do you have to go
Nope.
with that company?
You have to go with that company because they're the only ones with the infrastructure.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's kind of how it goes with the States. That's kind of the direction that Canada is going into as well. Because, like, 2 of our biggest companies are trying to merge right now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's bad. What's the worst job you've ever had?
The job I'm working right now.
Mood.
My favorite job, however, I will make a new question out of the question that you just asked me.
Fair enough.
I used to be a professor at the college that I went to school at.
Oh, really?
For about a year. It was one of those like teacher's assistant programs where you got your school paid for. However, that professor was not the greatest. And my lab classes, where I was supposed to be showing people how to do like all the programming stuff, because that's my degree's computer science. It ended up me reteaching the course every day. Because the actual teacher didn't do a good job at it. So the students would come in knowing absolutely nothing from what happened in class that day. So I'd end up reteaching the whole class, but in a different way.
So that they would actually be able to digest it.
They would actually be able to figure it out, yeah. And I got a lot of feedback because they gave all the professors feedback and then all of the TAs feedback. And my feedback from everyone that said that was like, he's a better teacher than the actual teacher. So I took that very near and dear to my heart, and I
As
like
you
that.
should. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't your head be on a cloud when, like, the response to your teaching is, yeah, this person,
Better than the
yeah,
person who's been doing
this
it for
other
20 years.
person is a lot better. Our first teacher's kind of mid.
The actual teacher is not great. Real teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had only one student fail in my year of teaching,
Oh,
and that same student failed twice. I won't get into it,
nor will I pressure you to.
although it is a funny story. But maybe another time if you want to talk to me again at any point.
Perhaps, or you can also share it privately if you'd rather not, make content out of somebody's troubles.
Yeah, let's not make content out of someone.
Yeah,
I can
pretty
agree with
much.
that.
What change would you like to see in the VTuber community?
The biggest thing I would say is a lot more help to smaller streamers like me, and I could say you, relative to a lot of the really big streamers.
Yes, I am definitely considered a smaller streamer.
Mhm.
It's just obfuscated because my Twitter following is like 1,000 people.
Yes. I wonder why.
It was mostly because of the hentai.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I've noticed that because there's been a few people that I'd kind of become friends with and would talk to on a regular basis. And then they got more popular. And then they stopped talking to any single person that, like, they did stuff with or talked to on the regular or were nice to them, to a point where, like, I got banned once from one of my former friends' servers solely because I was trying to help someone do something.
What?
I was trying to teach someone else how to rig a model like I did mine, and they banned me for self-promotion when I had my own channel to self-promote myself.
That is so flimsy, especially if, like,
Yeah.
somebody is going out of their way to be like, hey, your shit looks cool. How'd you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I did it like this.
And I wasn't
Banned.
even like,
what the fuck?
I wasn't even promoting myself. I was just going, yeah, I use this program and this program, and this is the method that I did to do it. And I think it was solely because I posted like one video of like how I did a part of the rigging, and then they're like banned for self-promotion. I have my own channel for this. It's not self-promotion. Oh, whatever.
Some people.
I just stopped talking to that person.
Some people. I try not to lose connection with friends and stuff. I do try to keep conversations going, but it's just hard to sometimes.
And then there's a lot of part where the bigger streamers are like acting like they're being personal with people, and then straight up are not. They don't even respond to anyone, and it kind of bugs me. I mean, I know what they're doing. It's all about the business side.
Wait, how do you mean? I don't think I quite understood what you were saying.
Like, they'll make... I don't really know how to really describe it. There's a few people where I'll notice that they'll make Twitter posts or whatever, and they're asking or talking about kind of more personal stuff, but in a way that's like more what you would do with talking to someone one-on-one. And
they're just kind of like vague posting?
It's like vague posting, and then they just straight up don't respond to anyone. Or they'll actually like ask a question or something and then never even react, or they'll post something where it's like, hey, I will respond to pictures posted, post your PNGs or whatever, and I'll respond to them when I like them, and then they completely ignore the post.
That's pretty two-faced.
It's kind of two-faced. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say, is a lot of the bigger streamers, when they start becoming bigger, become kind of two-faced like that. And it kind of bugs me a little bit.
I do
Especially when
wonder...
they're trying to interact with smaller streamers.
Yeah, I do wonder how much of that is like, yeah, maybe it is them not wanting to engage with smaller streamers because they're a little more clout brained than they should be,
Mhm.
or what if they're just not seeing a lot of stuff? But if
Mhm.
like they leave a thread and then not a single response is interacted with by the original
Yeah.
poster, like
Mhm.
why would you
Yeah,
tweet that?
that's the wording I was trying to think of. They'll start a thread, but then never interact with it again.
Yeah, that is weird.
Mhm.
Because like there are times where I start a thread and then I'm responding to people in the thread. I go back like the next day because I'm thinking about something else in the conversation. I go back and then I see like actual friends of mine, personal friends, commented under that, and I got
Mhm.
no notifications.
Mhm.
Other times, like I am a supporter on Twitter. People can just type my in a reply of the thread they want to promote, as long as it's not going live thread.
Mhm.
And I will give them a retweet. And
Mhm.
there have been times where like I am going through my notifications. I'm seeing tweets from yesterday. Okay, no biggie. Tweets from today. Somebody liked a tweet you were mentioned in. Wait, I don't see the tweet mention
Mhm.
in my mentions, but I'm seeing
Mhm.
the like. And the tweet was like from a half hour ago. And my
Mhm.
last notification is from 15 hours ago, but I see I'm liked in the goddamn thread. So it gets kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's the other part of it, is I don't know if it's that or them doing it on purpose.
I do like to give people the benefit of the doubt if I have any kind of
Mhm.
uncertainty with it, but like with some things it's kind of you can't really give the benefit of the doubt.
Right. If it repeats, essentially. But yeah,
Yeah.
getting kicked out of the former friend server, that was a moment.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Hypothetically, zombie apocalypse is happening. Who are your 3 choices of people on your team?
I read this question whenever you sent it to me. I've been thinking about it all day. Um,
Yeah, because it's limiting. You can't pick like everybody. You gotta pick 3.
I had to pick 3 people. So I'm trying to think on this. It's like, do I want to go with a realistic? Do I want to go with the people that I'd want to try to save alongside me, or do I just go full fantasy and I want to have like I want to have 3 U.S. Marines with me that are fully trained, and that's their only job is to protect me.
That's a pretty solid one, especially if you use them to go help and find your friends.
That that's the big brain move.
Pink,
Oh, that's the big
Pink, are you
brain
sure you
move.
want that team? Chris Redfield, Danny DeVito, and me?
Look, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Danny DeVito could probably handle any zombie on his own. I don't know what you're talking about. He's the trash man. He's garbage.
Most strongest person, most clever person, and most equipped person. That's a solid team. Good answer. Good answer.
Solid team.
Uh, yeah.
Oh no, I was just I'm just thinking about how big brain move that was to use the 3 Marines to save everyone else.
Anyways, I started blasting.
Bastard. You can be like that one sequel where they found the Danny DeVito shrine in the like back wall of a bathroom.
What?
You don't know? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna send you this. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Um.
What
So,
is this cringe?
oh, who's posting cringe? Who's cringe posting?
No, this Danny DeVito shrine in a bathroom. What's this?
Oh, did you look it up?
No. I thought you were sending
Oh.
me an article.
Oh, I thought you were looking it up.
No, I'm going to look it up now.
I was gonna send you some of the pictures.
I type Danny DeVito BA and it autofills to bathroom shrine.
Yeah.
Behind bathroom of a New York college. Oh my god. This is a left-wing site. I'm not reading it. I am a leftist. I fucking hate left-wing news sites. I would prefer to read through a reactionary news site. Because, they will shove the subscriptions down your throat for left-wings.
Absolutely will. Use,
do you ever leave a small offering to our Lord and Savior Danny DeVito during your restroom breaks? I love how this article starts off.
I sent you a couple pictures, which are the summary of all that I wanted you to see.
Jesus Christ. What kind of leftist are you? I'm a super progressive leftist. I want democratization of like everything. I want equal rights for everybody. But I also say fuck Stalin. I don't think China is communist either. They're state capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a wrestler, what would your intro music be?
Time for me to post the entire Bionicles soundtrack. That's the easy answer.
And then you just slowly walk out for like 20 hours to the start of your fight.
20 hours. I have thought of this question, and it's Welcome to the Jungle. Solely because I like that one scene from Megamind.
Well, disconnecting from the call.
Oh,
I kid. I'm not the biggest fan of Guns N' Roses, but
neither am I. But that one scene spoke to me in a funny way.
Paraka Rap. I've
the
never heard of that.
Rap. Yeah, sure. I changed it to the Paraka Rap. Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
I'm about to inflict mental damage.
Views?
I'm about to inflict. Oh, did you look it up?
Yeah, I looked it up. I don't know if I'll get copyrighted for playing it though.
You won't. If you do, then somehow I've dodged getting copyrighted by it.
Well, I'm on YouTube is a thing. Okay, we're playing it.
I don't think you'll get copyrighted.
This is what CalmThrill will walk out to.
It's mental damage.
Oh, gross. 480 only.
Yeah, I mean, it's from like 2006. Also, it's yeah, it's not great. It's really bad.
Yeah,
it is.
Wow.
How do I say this in the most polite way? Cringe.
Yeah, walking out to this, you'd definitely be embracing your cringe, and I love seeing that. I love seeing the embracement of cringe.
This is what I'm about, baby. Yeah. Back in 2006, when I tried to make Bionicle edgy, and they gave all of them like gang names.
Oh my god, this was edited in Windows Video Maker or something.
It sure
it's
was.
Good kind
now you know
cringe.
how old
True.
it is. When did
I saw a transition from Windows Movie Maker.
When did they upload this video? Oh. YouTube.
Don't play the next song. I just wanted that one.
You might get copyrighted for 16 years ago.
Yeah, who knows? You never know.
Also, there's the Doki Doki Literature Club mashup with that song, which is better than any reason why it needs to be that. Yeah. Don't listen to it right now. It causes more mental damage. What's this stream about?
Sounds like it. This stream's about, I interview people sometimes on my streams. I also talk a lot about the VTuber community in general from a progressive perspective.
And today it's a nostalgic trip.
Yeah, a little bit of a nostalgia trick. Hey, Dusk, how you doing?
Hi, Dusk. How are you doing?
What is the best piece of advice you've ever heard?
Um,
What's the
it was
stream
really
about? I don't know, but there's funny Bionicle Man and Succubus. Trill, what more
woo!
do you need?
I'm funny Bionicle Man now. I'm
I mean, I
sorry,
think you're pretty funny.
the stream is not as lewd as what everyone else would want it to be. I don't know how far you can get with plastic.
Oh, I can get pretty far, usually at least 7 inches.
Respectable. Uh,
I do
best
tend to
piece-
avoid the lewd stuff on YouTube because, you know, they get mad at that.
I do get mad at that.
Oh,
That is
you're only
true.
12? Please avoid my community. I do a lot of adult content as well, so I tend to only promote to adult people. More than welcome to come back, though.
Which is really hard for you to say when you have a children's toy moving on your screen.
I know. It's hard. It's a hard line.
Look, whenever they officially ended Bionicle and the writer got free reign to do whatever he wanted, it got dark. It got adult. After that, people
Like, how
died. People got
adult?
stabbed in the book, and they described it.
I got some heavy stuff. Jesus. Like, I'm not going to kick somebody out of my streams for being underage because, like, that's the age of the platforms. But I do definitely keep anybody under 18 out of my Discord community.
I 100% get behind that.
Yeah, I just produce adult content and I want to separate minors from that. You know, because I don't want minors engaging with that.
Best piece of advice I ever got, I guess it's not really advice, but more of a perspective shift. It might need a little bit of context because back in high school, back to the high school days, I was a nice guy. You know, the Reddit nice guy. That guy?
The fedora tipping nice guy?
I still have the fedora.
Oh, sexy. Wait, was my becoming a Rim Creeper cringe as fuck? Bruh, I'm a succubus on the internet. I'm cringe as fuck. I'm just worried about how I engage at all with minors. Even just friendly conversation through letting them know, hey, they I produce 18 plus stuff. That's kind of the demographic I'm going for. Pink, you don't make those comments towards minors. Pink! Pink!
It was kind of funny though. I'll try to bring this back on track. Yes, I was the Reddit nice guy.
Jin, please don't drop slurs in my chat. I will remove you if you drop another one. But the advice? Sorry to interrupt.
It was essentially like if people don't want to be around you, but you still call yourself being a nice and good person, but no one wants to be around you, then maybe you need to rethink if you're a nice and good person. And I did. And now I think that I'm an awful person all the time.
Oh, fun.
I try to be nice. And anytime someone tells me that I'm nice, I feel very...
Did I? Okay, no, okay. I thought I pushed the end stream button. My bad.
Oh. I try to be nice, and anytime someone tells me I'm nice, I feel very warm inside. But I genuinely don't believe I'm a good person a lot of the time. In a sense, that's not good for me. I know that part, but it also keeps me...
Well, here's the thing. Bad people don't worry about being bad people. So just digest that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're fine.
Well, thank you.
So we're on
I
to the
think-
final question of the interview.
Oh, we're ending so soon? Oh,
Yeah, it's been a very quick 2 hours.
in a very quick 2 hours. Time flies when you're having fun.
Right?
Hmm.
So, what things in your life are you grateful for?
My mom. I love my mom. And
Good.
she is probably one of the most kind and thoughtful and welcoming people that I've ever met in my life. Well, obviously, she's the person I've known the longest. Um, other things I'm grateful for. Even though I hate my job, it is stable, so I'm thankful for that. I am not at risk of being fired anytime in the next like 15 years. So, um, I am grateful for that part. That my life at this point in time is fairly stable.
Yeah, I
Um,
can definitely relate to that.
Right now, that's kind of the biggest things. I'm thankful for my cat. I love my cat.
Me too. I'm thankful for both my kitties.
Oh,
Yeah.
how sweet. I love cats,
Right?
even when they run away from me.
They're just rude. But
Yeah,
they need
they're
pets.
just being cats. All right, so now I'm turning the interview around on you. No, I'm joking. It's time for you to be interviewed. Yes,
I
I'm
would
thankful
love
for
it if somebody
stability.
wanted to interview.
Well,
Probably, can you stand off your chair? I'm just curious how much taller your avatar developed. Just curious how much your avatar developed. Yeah. Cats hate you for some reason. That sucks. Sitting, I'll go back to my happy idle pose. And distance. Raise the height so you guys can actually see the full Briley. Move that over. I'll switch.
very nice model.
Thank you. I did model it myself. Why is it in
Nice.
emote only? Oh, maybe that was a button I accidentally pushed. Turn that way a little. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's different. Thank you. It does look different than the model that I use for my Koikatsu art, but like that's part of how it what's this thing? Converted?
Part of
how it converted with
yeah.
the VRM shader. That's why my hair actually looks a little weird. But overall, I actually like it.
I can talk about that VRM part because I don't know if you saw the picture that's on my Twitter. The gold is a lot more gold,
Correct.
but whenever you convert it over with the shader and VC face and everything, it ends up looking like this.
Yeah,
it doesn't turn out as good.
The Vtuber shaders like just make it weird. Why did I choose Succubus? Well,
why not?
Yeah, like to be fair, I'm a pretty big flirt. I have slept with most of my friends. It was just kind of like it makes sense to fit with me. And then I joined the VTuber community and actually started engaging with it, and I realized, oh yeah, I am super duper original. So that's where I'm at. I do have plans to rebrand eventually, but I will talk about that in the future.
Become a Bionicle VTuber and join me.
No, I'm going Gundam.
Oh, Gundam? Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen like your model's gonna be a Gundam.
One of them.
You're gonna be a Oh.
What okay, fine, I'll talk about it. What I plan to do eventually is I want to make a pilot outfit for my Succubus, and then that'll be 3D and all that stuff. It'll look cool and all that fun. And then when I switch over to like gaming or whatever, it'll switch to a live 2D of my custom Gunpla. So that
Okay,
it looks
I
like I'm
see.
piloting my Gundam
Yeah.
when I'm playing a game.
I like that. That's very clever.
Yeah. But right now I'm just a default succubus because I'm original. Did you watch Legends of Galactic Heroes? I have not heard of that. How
I
about
haven't
you?
heard of that either.
No? I have
I
no
haven't
idea
heard of
what it
that
is.
either. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna Google it now.
Yeah, it might be worth looking into. But yeah, we've gone through all of my questions. So, as we're approaching the ending of this video, would you like to shout yourself out one more time for those that decided to watch all the way through?
One more time. My name is CalmThrill. Twitch.tv/CalmThrill, Twitter @CalmThrill, Tumblr CalmThrill, whatever it is. Just search CalmThrill and see if I'm on there.
And we can hope
Also,
you're
yes,
on
it
there.
is an old game. I just looked that up. 1982.
82, Jesus.
82.
That is pretty old. Well, thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure to talk with you.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I couldn't be here without you inviting me, so
True.
I had a lot of fun. This was fun.
This was a lot of fun. I just love doing these interviews.
Oh, this was fun. This is the first time I've done something like this. I like
Thanks for the stream. Subscribe to both of us. Nice. Thank
it.
you.
Nice.
My stream is not ending either. Just the interview is ending. That's the only thing.
You're kicking me out. I got it. I see.
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta go talk politics.
Politics. I'll stick around for that.
Ooh, fun. I will be taking a little bit of a break before I jump onto that. My legs hurt.
Well, I'll just be in chat. I won't be here. So
Yeah.
because now I gotta go and clean up the kitchen because I made dinner. I made pancakes, and then I immediately sat down and talked to you for 2 hours.
Yeah, it would probably be a good idea to clean up a little.
It was great. It was great.
Thank
you all for
really
listening to me ramble.
Yeah, and if you do ever feel like hopping on, like you do want something you want to talk about, you feel like it's fairly important, shoot me a DM. I'd be more than happy to chat with you.
Yeah, if like I'm in chat.
I like to
or
talk
if
politics. I like to talk fandoms. I like to talk Vtuber community. Just hit me up.
Oh, I could come up with so much fandom stuff to talk about. The controversies that have been happening recently and some stuff that I'm in would be fun and interesting. You would get to hear the whole sagas.
Yeah, I've been jumping into some controversies myself, reading into them, seeing what's what. What do I think is actually happening?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
anyways.
I'll go ahead and get out of here then if you're telling me to go. And if anybody wants to follow me maybe soon sometime, I might have eyes that blink. I don't know.
That would be pretty sweet.
New models. I'm still trying to figure that out. What I want to do is anytime that I talk, the eyes glow brighter. So some people can actually see when I'm talking. Because right now it's just kind of static other than me moving around.
But yeah, like that's part of why I try to keep my hands up when I'm talking. Because like it helps with not only conveying that I'm a person, but also it helps keep people's interest sometimes. But then I also scale differently from where my model is for my hands. Like right now, my thumb and fingers are on my chin, and yet
that would be part of what I'd be afraid of trying to do, like a leap motion or whatever.
I thought you just talked with your hands. Yeah, I kind of do, but
I also talk with my hands, and it bugs me. Here,
I kind
I'll
of
be able
push myself to talk with my hands more because it helps keep people's interest.
Yeah, if I got like something for hand tracking, it would probably look weird because let me see if I can get this to work. Where's my arm angle? Yeah, the arms are weird. I can flap them.
What? Interesting.
Yeah, they kind of do weird things with the chest. So that's also another thing I need to fix. I need to actually remake the model where the joints are the joints instead of weird places being the joints. It's really weird. Anyway,
Yeah, like it's going to take some tweaking. It's not like the program that you use to make your model was designed to
it wasn't
work for
designed for
VTubers.
this. It wasn't designed for this, and it wasn't designed for a model that has like 200 something parts in it. So
Right?
yeah, it wasn't designed for Bionicle. It was designed for humanoids.
Pretty much. And
Mhm.
humanoids bend and stretch.
They bend and stretch, and I do not. I am made of plastic and metal. Anyway, I'll go ahead
Anyways,
and head out, and you can do the rest of your stream.
yeah, I'm
And
going to have
thank
my
you
little
again for
break.
inviting me.
And thank you again for the conversation. Tons
Thank
of
you
fun.
again for the conversation. I had a ton of fun. We'll have to do this again.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Well, I will see you later.
Alrighty, take care.
You too.
Boop. I disconnected. It's good there's no green details in you. Wait, green details in me or in Calm? Because, like, they're gold. They got some yellow eyes, I want to say. And yeah, I did try to specifically make it so that I didn't have any green in my model. Because when I do gotta collab with people in Calm, yeah, okay, yeah. His lights are pretty close. They're like, they're yellow with, like, green tint. Yeah, I wouldn't say you have green eyes specifically, but they're yellow with green tint. That's what I saw. Maybe it's my monitor. Who knows? Green details are very fragile. True. Hey, Viv. I see you lurking. Well, I only see you lurking because you dropped that emote in chat. I do not pay attention to who is in my chat rooms. The actual part is much more green. Ah. Oh, hey, Angel Tail. The interview was tons of fun. You're starting work? Yeah, work sucks. Cringe. I'm actually about to go on break, too. Oh, I'm still recording. Yeah, so final thoughts on the interview. Check him out. He was a lot of fun to talk to. I got great vibes from him. Hope I enjoy my break. I probably will. I'm gonna go smoke and do drugs.